Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about the physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of raw foods because these work in harmony. A lot of people think of raw foods and only think of the physical and what happens to your body, about getting the nutrients and what you need. But a lot more is going on underneath the surface. I heard one time when I went raw a long time ago, 8, 9 years ago, I heard somebody saying something that stuck with me, and that was to be a raw foodist, you have to be pure at heart. And I kept thinking about this and going, that's crazy. Like, what do you need to be pure of heart for? Anybody can be a raw foodist. But through the years, as I met people, as I watched things going, um, watch people becoming raw, watch people on the path and going back to cook food and forth, I see that there's a grain of truth in there. And whether it's pure of heart, I don't know, that's a little extreme, but there's a definite spiritual aspect to raw foods. Um, and if you're going through, issues in your life, if you have hard things to deal with, you could still be pure of heart, but really struggling with things. Take my mom who had a stroke. That's really, really challenging. She was eating raw before. My dad got Alzheimer's and she had to care for him. She started getting a little bit more cooked food, and after a stroke, she's eating quite a bit more cooked food. She still has a couple green smoothies a day. We eat salads at every meal. She's eating a lot of raw. But she's going for, cooked potatoes and cooked vegetables, and she's always been vegetarian. But it's much more challenging, and you really need to be grounded in certain situations with life. That's one aspect of it. Another one is your emotions. You're detoxing emotionally. As your cells clean out, your the physical cells, the toxins and the fat is being released from your body. Well, we store a lot of our emotions in our body, and I think right in the cells of our body. So as we're cleaning up the physical, you're cleaning up the emotional too. Things are going to be disturbed and you're going to have to deal with it. So meditating is great, and just living from the heart, being open, honest, true, dealing with your feelings, dealing with situations, coming to terms with things, forgiveness, a lot of forgiveness. You'll find a lot of these things will come up, and it's really part and parcel with the whole raw food lifestyle. So yeah, there's really something to being pure of heart to be a raw foodist, and I've seen where it's really tough and where the struggles come in life. And I think we all deal with times when it's harder to be raw than other times. And I just think that's a natural process, and you have to cut yourself some slack sometimes and just go with it and do the best you can. And sometimes it's a process. So, you know, you can be all raw and meditate, but never feel bad about what you're doing. You're always improving yourself, making yourself better, and the more raw you can get into your life, the better it is. Just do the best you can with it and enjoy.